On today's edition of the Tiger Basketball Report, head coach Pat Skerry and I will preview the Tigers' postseason tournament at the Vegas 16. Get ready, fans. The Tiger Basketball Report starts now.
Or is this the high? Just let it go, enjoy the ride. Without the low, there ain't a high.
AT&T knows the best kind of holiday is the kind where everyone gets what they wished for. Make this holiday extra happy when you buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones. Like the Samsung Galaxy S6. Buy one, get one free. So spread some cheer and capture every minute of it. Right now at AT&T, buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones.
How long does it take to change the game of basketball? Days, years, decades? How about 0.4 seconds? All of a sudden, big ain't so big no more. Small ain't so small. The step back three is the new dunk. Follow through is the new poster. Range is the new hang time. How long to change the game of basketball? 1 second or less.
Wise Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and it's locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl and chocolate-covered pretzel. How could you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Hello and welcome to the Tiger Basketball Report, filmed inside the TSN studios located at CQ Arena. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. The Tigers going to take on the postseason hardcourt out in Las Vegas this year as they participate in the Vegas 16 tournament. To talk about the tournament, I'm joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And Coach, before we get into your matchup with Oakland, how did Towson get into this tournament, and how do you decide what type of a tournament you want to get into if you don't qualify for the NCAAs?
Yeah, first of all, we're really excited to be participating in this inaugural event. Many thanks to our president, Schatzel, and Tim Leonard for helping make this happen. As you know, obviously, the goal is to play in the NCAA tournament or the NIT. And the NIT has gotten really difficult to get in now because of the automatic bids that go to the teams that don't win conferences. So this year there were 15 of those, and there were only 17 other bids of the NIT, and 30, whatever it is, 36 to the NCAA tournament. So really, you know, we weren't a top 50, 55 team. We were good. We weren't quite that good. So then there are a couple other tournaments. We were invited to both the CBI and the CIT, very good tournaments. We played in the CIT a couple of years ago and had success. But this Vegas deal opened up, and really Tim Leonard is the one that brought it to my attention, was talking to him, and the more we talked about it, it made a lot of sense because we got extra practice. It's like a bowl game for basketball type of experience. They're all really good mid-major teams that didn't win their conference tournament. And this tournament kind of replicates that. You have to win 3 games in a row on a neutral court. And also our guys obviously get a good trip out of it, and all the games are on national TV on CBS sports network. So we just thought it made a lot of sense for our group this year, having so many guys returning, and obviously the trip out, we have two remarkably high character guys and seniors in Josh Ivory and TJ Parker. So it really fit us at this point in time.
Is this a situation where I know some teams in the CAA announced right away that if they didn't get invited to the NIT, they weren't going anywhere? They were a more senior-laden team. Do you think these tournaments help in schools that are younger or more inclined to play in one of these tournaments?
You know, I think probably. Obviously, you know, we did it 2 years ago because our guys had a unfair postseason ban their second year, and they deserved to play in something.
And Towson hadn't been in this
right.
in postseason playing forever.
This, I think, you know, obviously when you have an older group, maybe you don't want to play in some of these, although we're playing an older Oakland team. I think as a conference, Spiro, we need to decide, and Tim Leonard's done a really good job, I think, trying to spearhead this. We need to decide what our philosophy is going to be. Are we not going to play in anything, or are we going to commit to a tournament for, you know, teams potentially 3, 4, 5, 6, you know,
right.
You know, because you know, once again, we had the highest rated RPI in the history of the CAA,
right?
Which right now means we had the best one-bid league in America. And that's not always I don't know how good that is either.
Right.
It's not bad, I just don't know how good that is.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about this. So you're headed out to Vegas to play in the Vegas 16, which has 8 teams in it this year. You face Oakland, the highest scoring team in the NCAA, averaging 86 points a game, 86.3 points a game. And they're led by a kid named Kay Felder, who may be one of the most dynamic players in the country, period.
I mean, I'm getting, you know, I'm trying to scout them, and I'm getting excited watching this kid play. I'm like, what did he just, you know, he's really good. He's an NBA level guard. He gets assists and he scores.
Right, over 24 points a game, but he's also averaging
assists.
Almost 10 assists per game.
It's remarkable. Greg Campy, I don't know him. I know he's good friends with Brian Gregory, who I'm good friends with. He coached Brian there. He's taken that pro from Division II to pretty high heights in a tough Horizon League. So they're really good. They can score the ball. They've had great success with transfers. The kid Martez Walker, Percy Gibson, a Texas kid, Iowa State kid. So they're really good. They have a lot of lefties too. They start 4 lefties, which is kind of interesting. So they're good. I like their athleticism. I like the stuff they run. They can really score. They have talent. And I think probably on paper they're the most talented team in the event. But I'm looking around, and you got a lot of good, you know, for us, for people that have been around Towson basketball, like Utah State's in it, Louisiana Tech, Old Dominion, Santa Barbara, you know. These are teams that have a pretty rich history at the mid-major level of basketball. So we're excited to, you know, play against hopefully these type of teams, and certainly start with Oakland, and we'd love to stay out there for a couple days if we're fortunate enough to. We've had really good practices. I've been proud of the guys' efforts. You're always concerned about rust, having not played games, so we've done a lot more scrimmaging, trying to replicate game-like atmosphere. So we'll see what happens. But it's been good to get, you know, like I said, a couple extra weeks of work. We haven't changed everything, but we've tweaked a little bit stuff. John Davis, I think, who's really finished the year well, has practiced well, and both Alex Thomas and Jordan McNeil have really made strong impressions on me the last couple weeks.
And is that what you use this for? This extra practice? I mean, is that a way you can gauge what you're going to do going into next year? I mean,
Absolutely.
You do have other additions coming in.
Absolutely. We've spent a lot of practice. They can't play on the trip, but Deshaun Moorman and Dennis Tunstall have been, you know, not that they weren't involved before, but now they're really involved, and my focus is really on them. And Deshaun is going to force us to play differently. What I mean by that is probably smaller. You could see a lot of potentially John and William at the forward spots with Deshaun, Mike, Byron, Eddie, some type of combination of that. And certainly, though, Alex Thomas has made a big jump. And, you know, probably as key a guy we have this off season. You know, he's 252 pounds now and 6'9", and, you know, and Dennis Tunstall's gotten better. Deshaun and Dennis are the 2 best athletes in our program. That's not even debatable. So I think that they're going to, you know, force us to play maybe a little faster, a little more pressure. You know, we've got to be able to utilize their ability. All
right, we've talked about Oakland, and obviously you want to stay in Vegas for about a week. Well, most people would want to stay in Vegas for a week, but you for other reasons. you look back, 20-12 over the course of this year. Second time in the last 3 seasons, the Tigers have won 20 games. Second time in the last 3 seasons, you're going to go to postseason. Overall, you've got to call this season a success. I know you wanted to go to the NCAAs and progress further, but you've got to call this season a success.
What I'm proud, what I'm proud of with the season is the big thing. After I'm forever going to be scratching my head why we couldn't get to a postseason last year and we lost so many close games. Other than that, I'm pretty pleased with the program. Year 2 was outstanding. Year 3 was outstanding, and this year was pretty good, and it's only going to get better. This was a committed group. That was the big question after last year. Are we interested or committed? That was the theme, and they've proved to be a committed group and a fun group to be around. But I do like being around the group, so I'm hungry for more because we haven't hit our ceiling yet. The big theme moving forward to players, staff, fans is we've got to be consistent. That's probably the only thing that's troubling to me. We had some really good moments, and not from like an effort standpoint, but just maybe from an execution or some things like that. We've got to be more consistent. I'll use the Northeastern William & Mary week. We hung 43 points against a very good Northeastern team and lost, and then hung 99 on a very good William & Mary team 2 days. So we've got to be a little more consistent moving forward. And that's really the mantra, and hopefully we've gotten some of that message across these last 2.5 weeks of workouts.
All right, Coach. Hopefully we're going to see a lot of you on national television next week as the Tigers will be playing in the postseason. As their first round opponent is Oakland University, the Golden Grizzlies. That game is scheduled for an 6 p.m. Pacific time tip-off, which means 9 p.m. here in Towson, available on CBS Sports Network. Coach, thanks for joining us and good luck in Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Elvis, you're not. That will do it for us on this episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. Don't forget, for news on all your Tiger teams, check out TowsonTigers.com or the Towson Tigers on YouTube. For head coach Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.